Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. I almost thought about ditching the tie for this one because we've got an exciting slate of games. But first, Purdue finishing up just a little bit ago. Sports 18's Kelly Hallinan is live from Mackey with how the Boilers finished against the number 9 Illini. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Vinny, even though it was a break game, Mackey Arena was ready to explode at any given moment tonight, and they did quite a few times. Purdue in a top 10 matchup against a tough, physical Illinois team. They pulled out the win. They took this one 83-78. I'll give you a little recap of the game as we check out some highlights from tonight's game. To start the game, it was all Boilermakers. Purdue led by as many as 16 in the first half, jumping out to a 22-6 lead. Trey Kaufman-Renn led the way in the first with 12 points, and he really stepped up after Zach Edey got into foul trouble and had to sit the last 8 minutes of the half. Braden Smith added 10 points in the first. Illinois tried to respond. They went on an 8-0 run of their own in the first, but even without Edey, Purdue stayed ahead. Purdue shot 70% from three in the first with Mason Gillis, Ethan Morton, and Cam Heide each knocking down shots from beyond the arc. For the Fighting Illini, Quincy Gurrier and Coleman Hawkins combined for 16 points. Purdue led 47-32 at the break. Second half, despite picking up 4 fouls and having to sit, Zach Edey pulled down his 1,000th rebound. Edey finished with a double-double, 10 points and 15 rebounds. But the big man that stepped up when the National Player of the Year was out was Trey Kaufman-Renn. He finished with 23 points. Lance Jones was behind him, finishing with 17 points. And his former Southern Illinois teammate Marcus Domask led the Fighting Illini with 26 points. They were actually both out here on the court, just traded jerseys, took some photos together with their families. Purdue held their own until late in the second half when a flagrant foul gave Illinois some momentum, and they got within 3 points with 12 seconds to go. Illinois was forced to foul, and Braden Smith, ice in his veins, nailed both free throws to secure the win. As I said earlier, Purdue takes this one 83-78. The Boilermakers are now 14-1 on the season, and it was an electric atmosphere for the Boilermakers. What a win to head into the weekend. A late tip, but the Purdue faithful showed out tonight. Right now, you might be able to see behind me, there's still a crowd here, even though the game ended, because as most of you guys know, Zach Edey likes to stick around and sign autographs for every single fan that stays here and waits after the game. Obviously, a lot of fans still hanging around, so he might be here a little bit later than expected. But for now, what a game, what a win. We'll continue with some more exciting high school games around our area. But for now, reporting from Mackey Arena, Kelly Hallinan, Sports 18.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. And speaking of one of those games, we're moving across the street. West Lafayette hosting the Raiders, and this one came to the wire. Donovan Loudermill turning it up late in the fourth quarter. Off the inbounds pass, Ben Worth in the corner, making the deep two worth it. Red Devils extend the lead to 8. On the other end, Malachi King finds Kason Newton inside to stop the run, gets it to go. Timeout, Red Devils. Loudermill was sensational down the stretch for West Lafayette. Here he is, step back, the mid-range is golden for Loudermill. He finishes with a team-high 14. West Lafayette looking for more. Woods finds Kevo St. Hilaire, the two-hand jam inside. Harrison O clawing back, gets the turnover, and they're pushing the floor. Raid Smith, with no one around, brings the Raiders to within 4. Now King with a chance to make a statement. No! It's Loudermill with the swat at the rim. West Lafayette comes out on top, 61-54. About 35 minutes northeast of West Lafayette, Twin Lakes hosting Benton Central in an HAC battle. Things open it up with a free throw from the Indians junior Kyle Kaiser. Quickly responding, Bison forward Michael Winchester nails the 3. Following the Bison stop, the Indians rewarding themselves with a great execution and a layup from Kaiser, making it 5-8. Things are heating up, and the Indians, as Avery Kondo drains, check this out, he drains this triple. But the Bison, they're gonna make one last push in the third. And one from Michael Winchester. He's been great all season. Now heading into the fourth, the Indians, they're gonna take control here with another triple, Keaton Miller, and check this out, from deep, kabang, he's amped up over there. Twin Lakes had a home win over Benton Central, 59-50. What a great start for our Friday Night Frenzy, but we are just getting started. There's plenty of games left to go. Don't go away. We've got some back and forth games coming up right here on Friday Night Frenzy.